if you like invasion stripes, this is your plane. It's all invasion stripe. Yeah! Oh, we're stuck. We're done. Come on. There we go! Yeah! So, if you are seeing this, it means that it didn't go as badly as we were all predicting. You know how we often say that we're open to input, we're looking for ideas.
Oh,
right?
yeah. We need as much help as we can get trying to figure out how to make On the Fly interesting for the viewers. So, yeah, we've always asked you guys, you know, if you have any input, any ideas for the show. But we had an idea for the show.
Unbeknown to me, the chap that was listening the hardest happened to be just across the way.
Right over there.
The Gaz.
So, yeah, we had seen the airplane in its inner portion, wing section, you know, and we all thought it was pretty silly looking, but Gaz came in one day, if I'm not mistaken, and actually did the math on it, right?
Yeah, the wing loading is going to be high. It may not fly well, but it should fly.
That's all we needed, right?
Yeah.
Not a reason, but an excuse. With that in mind, it was, onto the workshop. So what we've got to do is basically fit in a cylinder to fire off this wing. Good old trusty air cylinder, which I happen to have a spare one at home that had enough travel that I thought it would have enough throw to jettison the wings. Now these little devices I normally use on my high-end jets for gear doors, speed brakes, that sort of stuff, canopy openings. But in this case, I want to try and sink it in somehow into this wing root subsection so it can fire using the wing tube itself as the push point. So hopefully it can push all of that panel off. Relatively compact, although it looks quite big. Compared to the motion that it gives, it's actually quite a compact unit, and it's compact in the right way. A servo, you know, again, I looked at how to fit a servo in here. It would have been quite obtrusive. This side of the wing I haven't cut. That side of the wing I have cut, actually installed the cylinder. You can see just there the cylinder, beautifully covered up by my electrical tape and duct tape work. But underneath there is basically that device there. Airlines are routed up through the wing and this channel here to the center section. There's an air system inside the fuselage which is servo operated, more on that later. That allows me to choose the time when I fire the wings off. Yeah, in theory it should work. Practice, don't know, it's all new. So at this stage we've never actually tried it, but yeah. I may as well apologize right now if you guys are expecting to come and see a master craftsman at work. Far from that. I'm a lifelong aero modeler, but very much aware that I don't think anyone would pay for my building skills. Again, be careful at this stage. Well, I'm talking at this like it's an instructional video, and I think I should preface with don't try any of this at home. So I don't know why I'm saying be careful. Just don't do this. Don't do any of it, it's a dumb idea. Around, I do like to work as tidily as I can. I know the work surface won't suggest that, but a tube with a sharpened end, nailed end, sharpened, I can just use as a very crude drill bit. It's the beauty with this foam stuff, it gets out of the way. It should be popping out around about here somewhere, if all goes to plan. Oh, which it doesn't. It'll come out a little bit short, so I can reroute that a little bit. The excess out. One more. Again, super crude, I'm afraid. Sorry about this, but those master craftsmen aero modelers amongst you, look away now. Just to give some backstory, this is the very first tooled prototype. It had lots of scuffs, lots of dings. It had the undercarriage testing, so it had a cracked undercarriage plate. So the guys on the E-Flite team had actually gone out and tested to destruction, basically, the undercarriage. Basically what I'm trying to say is this was no good for anyone. This was getting ready to be stripped down and put on the trash heap, I'm afraid. We can't sell the models, we can't give them away at this stage. Please don't think that we're just taking brand new $500 airplanes off the shelf and destroying them. We're not. Pretty much everything that we do on the fly is recycling airplanes that were set for the dumpster. Yeah, this thing, whilst it may look like I'm cutting it to bits, I'm giving it hopefully a new lease of life. Figured out pretty early on that losing one wing and retaining the other is pretty much the worst thing that can happen. So there'll be lots of testing going on to make sure both wings come off. And so yeah, this is that tube again. I'm trying to be careful not to go through the top of the wing again. Oh, nearly did. I think I did. I felt. the way they're hinged out of the box doesn't allow any upward movement. So I had to work out a way that these would move upwards. I sliced the aileron hinge here. It's a foam hinge laid in, so it's super neat and tidy out of the box. Move the aileron back, or the flaperon back about 1/4 of an inch. And in the process, I've dropped in 3 nylon, we call them pin hinges, some people with robot pin hinges, that allows me to have the downward movement, but more importantly, it gave me that much upward movement. That's the kicker. That's what gives me the control to be able to maneuver this aeroplane. You know, Salt Bay, the kicker. None of it went anywhere near where I wanted to go. Yeah, super quick again, true on the fly style. It's not going to win any Top Gun awards, but it was a means to an end to get this stuff done. Slice, bosh, glue, bang, fly. That was basically it. And then I thought about it after that. So, moment of truth. This is where it could all go wrong or all work. 3, 2, 1. Boom, yes! Again, whilst I don't recommend this at home, I do thoroughly recommend have fun with the hobby. If you see something, you can make it happen. If it's safe and you can do it in a controlled environment, do it. You know, there's so much with these airplanes and the technology that we have that makes the scope for what you can do, I wouldn't say infinite, but it feels like it's pretty close. If we can make an airplane fly without wings, show us what you guys can do. There it is. What do you reckon? First time you've seen it out in the open.
It looks ridiculous. It looks like got its arms chopped off or something. It doesn't look like it should fly, but we've done the math, right?
Gaz has done the math. We haven't done it. You just have to resolve yourself to the fact that it's an experiment. The plane was destined for the dumpster anyway.
Yeah.
It's been smashed, it's been bashed. What could go wrong? I'm going to be brave and switch the gyro off.
Oh.
I don't think that's going to end well, but let's try it. Come on. All right. It's not going to fly. It can't fly. Punch it. There it goes. As expected with that prop, it's a huge prop. There's a fair bit of torque. That was about 1/4 stick of right rudder to keep it not even straight, keep it almost on the runway. A little bit of aileron trim going in. Again, torque is to be expected. It's got nothing to stop that thing from rolling with the torque. Look at it, look at it. Come on now. Roll rate, look.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm going to live with it like that. Now, this is the brave one, gyro switch.
Oh,
so we're on high gain at the moment, around about 70% on aileron. We're going to switch it to low, which I think is about 10. Oh, there we go. You can feel it straight away.
Oh, yeah.
It's nasty. I leave it alone, it's okay. It just starts to get fidgety around the middle. There you go. It's rolling into the turns now.
Ooh.
Gyro back onto high. You know what? I'm going to leave AS3X doing what it does best, keeping the aeroplane happy. And yeah, a couple more laps and we'll see if we can actually land this thing. Which probably after getting it off the ground is the most scary part because, you know, having no wing, no lift, or less lift, doesn't really lend itself to being a lovely to land aeroplane. I'm not looking forward to landing it, but I'm going to land it. Or try and land it. Fly Eflite P. Oh, we're going to wear it. I'm happy I'll take it on the grass, so I'm not going to try and... Yeah, I'm going to have to go and get it now.
Okay.
So,
that was a good landing considering. Nice work.
well, thanks. Here we go. It came off.
Yeah.
But the good news is they'll come off in the air.
Yeah. Oh, the high gyro
gyro.
probably would have helped.
That was 0 gyro. 3, 2, 1. Yes! Nailed it! I've got to remember not to throttle back. Please tell me.
Wings.
Please tell me I put those wings on the runway. Yes, one of them. Victory rolls. Yes. Right, let's see if I can't mess the landing up and we'll go for another flight, I think. Couldn't resist, sorry.
You're flying, the plane's broke. It's
32
broke.
inches. That's all the span this thing has. I don't know what that is in meters, but it started off at 1.5, so it's probably what, 0.8 now? What? Oh, come on. I've landed full span Mustangs worse than that. I did the product video for this aeroplane, and I did landings worse than that with a full wing. And I can taxi back. And the wings are over there, and they worked. Yeah. So, like we didn't have enough going against us as it was, Clint, our cameraman, came up with the genius idea of putting run cams. Normally I'm all for that, but this time I'm not so quite sure. What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah, right?
Walking out. I don't know how this is going to work out, dude. There's cameras all on the worst. If there's any aerodynamicists looking at this, they're just going to be freaking out.
Yeah, we couldn't even put it on the same parts of the wing.
No. Oh. All right. Ah, ready? Pitching up. Here we go. Oh, we're stuck. We're done. Come on. There we go. Yeah. That was it. I thought we were done at that point. That tube grab. Landing. Land. Well, arrive.
Yeah.
This is even worse with that camera on.
Perfect.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far. See, we'd normally have the wingtip to arrest that sideward. Thank you very much to Gaz for the input, for the advice, the inspiration. I think it's been one of the most fun and different OTFs we've made. Moral of the story is, guys, we're open to ideas. We love having fun with Horizon products. They've got a lot of scope, so if you have any ideas, however crazy, however almost impossible they are, almost the better. So please send them in, and yeah, stick with us for future episodes of Extreme OTFs.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time.